Today I am going to give some valuable tips for best practices when doing gutter cleaning. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. What's going on, guys? Kendall here for Renos for Pros and Joes, helping you simplify the renovation and remodeling process. On this channel we do renovation tip and strategy videos as well as hands-on product tool and gear reviews. Today I'm going to be sharing several tips that you can use when cleaning out gutters. I'm not saying that you're qualified to clean them out. If you have taken it upon yourself to take on the task and yet you have decided that you are qualified to do so, these tips would be of value to you. So typically when people clean out gutters, they're going to be doing it by hand. I've seen people use leaf blowers and things like that. The danger with using a leaf blower is that you can blow up the edges of your shingles, and if your roof is older or your shingles are brittle, you could break off your shingles when you do that. Now I'm specifically talking about cleaning out gutters. I'm not talking about blowing off debris off the roof. That's a lot safer thing to do with a leaf blower, but you still have to be careful when you do that. So specifically talking about blowing trash out of gutters, okay? Hands-on process. So we've got a couple of options here. For me, when I'm selecting what type of protective gear I'm going to be using, my first go-to is a pair of rubber gloves, okay? These are thicker than dishwashing gloves, and these will give you considerable amount of protection when you're working with gutters. Typically when you're cleaning out gutters, you're going to run into some moisture and all types of crud and stuff like that that's caked up in the bottom, and the longer that the gutters have been sitting, the worse it could be. So typically speaking, these are going to be what you're going to reach for. You still want to be careful, obviously, when you're putting your hand in the gutter and scooping stuff out, but ideally you want a glove that's going to be waterproof, which these are. If you don't have these and don't have access to these for some reason, you can always go with a pair of work gloves, okay? These are going to provide you more protection from punctures than the rubber gloves per se. However, these are not waterproof, okay? So if you have access to the work gloves but not the PVC, you can also try gloves like this. This is a different type of glove. These are disposable and they're relatively cheap. They sell them in I think packs of 50 or 100 or more. These are pretty strong. However, I would not recommend cleaning out gutters with these alone because your risk of puncture is going to be way too great. But I'm going to be showing them to you for a different purpose. So now that I've got them on, I've got waterproof protection. So I can now put them inside of my work gloves, and I've basically got the best of both worlds like this. So I've got waterproof protection on the inside, and I've got the thickness of the leather on the outside to keep my hands protected from anything that may be inside of the gutters. Typically it's going to be sticks and leaves and, you know, debris that's fallen off trees like that, pine cones, etc. But those are going to be your best options for that. And when you're cleaning out your gutters, you could opt to either have a bag with you to scoop the trash out and put it in the bag, or you can simply collect the trash out of the gutters and throw it down to the ground below and clean it up once you get down there. That's really a preference thing. This was the main tip that I wanted to share with you guys today. So remember, protect your hands when you're cleaning gutters, or if you are planning to clean gutters, and make sure you get you a good pair of gloves that are going to give you some waterproof protection, because you don't want to get any of that potentially wet debris and stuff all over your hands and get all the germs and stuff all over yourself. So Hopefully you found this video informative. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the website, renaultsforprosandjoes.com. And while you're there, check out the blog as well. You can also follow us on social media. Find us on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. See you guys on the next one. Peace.